Bill's enterprising for us. He's opening the Dice-aster Children Twitch channel.
Yeah, we're actually
With a
recording.
subathon.
Yeah, we're recording
I
now.
found another channel with more subscribers than us with a similar name. We must destroy them.
Oh, really? Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, this rambling intro probably isn't helping. Hello, everybody. We're here. We're missing Liv today, for reasons.
Mm-hmm. She hates us and wants us to die.
They're called the Dice-asters. Must destroy. No.
Yeah. Well. Uh. What the fuck was I going on? Yeah. So yeah, we're here with some people here. We have the Shane. We have the Pyro. We have the Connor. And last we left off, we were in this whole fucking mess of shit. Fuck was I out of? Oh yeah. So yeah, last session we you guys were messing around Barum trying to find things. Rin stabbed a guy multiple times. Just went on an absolute stabbing spree.
Huron found a lost kitty.
Oh yeah. Huron decided to try to bust into a spooky basement on his own while everyone else was on the other side of town.
I was the guy.
Yeah, it ended up being the child he was with was a warlock, and he had a big old tiger friend. Uh, Huron unfortunately got murdered, and his soul got chomped by the Changui.
The Chungles.
The Changui, yes. And right before everyone died, they managed to kill it, and as as you saw, there was these almost um imperceptible little strings that seem to connect the Changui with every other zombie. Um, and they all snapped as soon as the Changui died. All the animated corpses just sort of collapsed to the ground, including the two giant oxes that were trying to bust down the door mere moments before you guys defeated the Changui. And as we start, we're gonna start with Huron. Huron, as you got knocked out, and were unable to see anything for a while. But then suddenly you were zoop, uh, in with a bunch of other souls. You look around and just see this what the hell is it? This sort of void with blue tiger stripes sort of plastering the walls like some sort of cheap wallpaper. But you're floating around and you see all the ghosts of the
You were
townspeople.
so right. I did the bum 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 every time.
God, I'm in your head now.
What the fuck?
What?
What was that?
Bum 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 bum.
It's a very no. I almost did it.
Okay. Oh wait, we fucking music.
Aerosmith?
Yeah, jumping right at Aerosmith.
Like,
Fucking, I need to find music now.
I
God
may be
damn it.
calm, but I still have the zooting in a box I can just open at will.
hit me with your best dream on, Pyro. Dream on.
My mic peaks. I can't. It won't let me go that high.
Noise suppression will go off.
Noise suppression's off. I think I might just need a new mic soon.
If only you had a job and money for that.
I do. I just don't know what one to get.
I can tell you what I've got. Pretty good. It was cheap.
Yeah, but I have more than a college kid's budget.
Well, fucking get a snowball.
I have a snowball.
Well, get fucked then, idiot. Anyway, the DM needs you.
Yeah. So you're here, in this floating sort of just abyss with these just souls, blue in color, just floating around, all seemingly tethered to this sort of mental edifice of the Changwi right in the middle of it. This glorious statue of it.
Well, shit.
Yeah, and you are currently now tethered to it as well. Though that is actually even um
Stupid cat, you're making me look bad.
yeah.
Booga
Um
booga booga.
at first actually there is there's a little boy that you see who you remember is Nicholas. You see it on the statue, and all the strings he has sort of his hand on all of them. And then suddenly you see him in agony just sort of scream and let all the strings go, which actually severs most of the connections. They're still trapped within the Chongli, but all of the most of the connections were snapped.
I approach the child with menacing intent.
Yeah, he is currently screaming. What what do you do?
He's Huron has mulled over the various things he's managed to think about here in terms of why this kid is fucking one insane and two lonely. Huron, knowing he's not being watched and will not be thought to be a softie, is going to pick up the kitten and like hold him. Just all right, they're there.
But he just looks at you. I tried to kill you?
I travel with an idiot warlock who wants to do that all the time. You're not that much higher on the list.
Fuck you. You.
But yeah, your his excuse is he's an asshole. Your excuse is you're traumatized, and he's just gonna like pat him on the back of the head, and just like hold him over his shoulder, and just let him just let it all out.
And he does. He does scream and just cry for a bit until you, you know, you're right though. It's I as you have noticed that this town isn't exactly alive anymore. And
Hmm.
the the Wanti came. They attacked us. They burned this whole town down. They took slaves and or sacrifices or whatever they do.
I wouldn't know. I didn't roll high on my check.
But you know, we sort of just the doctor and I ran away. He was struck down. There was only me left. I ran and I came across. He sort of gestures down to the statue. That thing. Um, it ate me like it ate you.
Hmm.
However, I guess my grief or something overpowered it.
The
Anyway,
grief of this the wailing of spirits is strong.
yeah. So I and this creature has the ability to trap souls. So I went back and captured all the souls I could. I didn't get them all, but I got some, and I was able to create a facsimile of the town that I once knew.
I noticed it fooled us for a bit.
Yeah, I do apologize for trying to kill you, but
Fine.
it's,
Half mad with grief. You I hold no ill will against you, spirit. I believe it is time for you to pass on.
yeah.
Your friends and family are waiting for you on the other side, young man.
Well, unfortunately, we can't really do that.
Oh, give it a few minutes, give or take a couple of combat rounds. He'll just sit there, just comforting the child as he just stares at the statuette.
Yeah, and you do for a while, and it seems to take a lot longer than what.
Time stretches in here, rather.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll sit there. Yeah, just comforting the child.
Yeah, but then eventually, as you predicted, the statue starts to crack, 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 and then explode in a little brilliance of light, throwing you out from this little contained bubble back into the world. Not the ethereal plane, even the material realm.
I'm going ghost.
Yep. And the rest of you guys, the rest of you being two of you, um, once you kill the Chongwi and everything falls inanimate now, you see you see the Chongwi start to crack, these blue shards of light coming through, and then it explodes. And out of it comes about 50 souls. These just many ghosts start pouring out of it, including your friend Huron.
I'll come while walking out, still just cradling Nicholas.
Yep. And we'll go over to the now ruined Barum.
Ooh, I like the effect.
Shiny. My shiny boy.
Very well done. Also, it almost looks like Huron's hanging from the tree if he was like because he's not like, on the ground.
Almost.
Mr. Sandman.
Send me a man.
Bum, 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 bum.
But yeah,
So,
you guys see a bunch of ghosts,
so
including
they all
Huron
just kind
now.
of we see a flash of light, and they're all just kind of standing there.
Floating, but yes.
Yeah. I'll stand up and look at Huron. Shake
Huron's staying there, like cradling Nicholas in his arms, just patting him on the back.
Yeah. Nicholas, of all of the ghosts, looks very faded in comparison. It seems destroying him in his ghost form took a toll on his soul.
Was the Chongmi entirely destroyed?
Pretty much.
I'm gonna kick its ass from the
Like,
ethereal
is there
plane.
just guts on the floor? Is it ash?
It is mostly ash. The rest of
Yeah.
it is just zombie parts.
Okay.
No cloak for you, pimp.
I was looking for something else on this last part, but
Its head is still somewhat intact. Still has the scepter in it.
nice.
Which you can retrieve pretty easily.
Yeah, I would like to use the scepter as like a walking staff as I am hurt. As I stand up to look at Huron. See the faded child. Well, Huron? I'm just gonna give a nod. Normally the living come up with their own eulogies, but you're welcome to give any input. It's well, I understand it's odd for the dead.
Oh god, did my internet cut out?
Welcome back.
Hello, my internet cut
Hello,
out.
welcome back. Use your words.
My internet cut out. It was terrible.
So does the child say something?
Is your mic rebelling?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Is there something wrong with my mic?
We can,
Well.
you were there quiet for a solid moment, so I started saying, Bill, Bill,
Ah,
Bill.
so I cut out pretty much when Rin started talking.
You couldn't hear either.
No.
But Ray just asked, like, can the child speak? He looks far gone.
And yeah, Huron looked down at the child. And go, do you have any words, young one?
As I said to your big furry friend, I'm sorry. You're something snapped in me. I couldn't let you report back that this town was fake.
Hmm.
Because obviously you'd send someone, and eventually someone would take it away from me. So
So I went to break your toy box, but you need to treat people's lives with respect. You understand that now, boy?
I do. I thought I was. I thought I was. I I
We all
thought.
try to. It is fine. You will have met with grief. From time to time, some people just try to play God with others. That's an unfortunate circumstance of the bereaved and mad.
Are you all stuck here? Are
Not
you able
sure.
to move on?
Not sure. I don't have legs.
I I think they should be. He's just sort of gestures there. I think they should be released at some point. I think there's just a little bit of lingering
Now,
left.
now, boy, I also hate to grieve this. We're also the last people you should be apologizing to, and he's just gonna turn slowly toward the townspeople.
Yeah, and you'll see the townspeople just sort of start congregating. And yeah, everyone. I'm sorry that I was not able to let you go peacefully. I trapped you here. And they just shake their heads. They're like, Nicholas, we understand, but yes, you have to let us go now. He nods, and Jaxelby just sort of looks at the rest of you. I apologize for not being able to actually build you a house here, but he points at Rin. You're still a bastard.
Hmm?
Peace.
Do I not get any redeeming points for being correct that something was amiss?
No.
All right.
He,
Rin being right does not excuse being a dick.
the innkeeper will go over and pat Rin on the shoulder. It's like, no, no, no. Despite my refusal to actually listen to what you're saying, the mind is muddled when you're dead. I do appreciate what you did for me, even if it was so egregious. It was the only way I was going to possibly realize what was happening. Pat's right on the shoulder. So even though you cut me, do I do appreciate what you did for me.
Apologies, not to sound crass, but the hasteness was to avoid a situation like this. And he kind of glances at Huron for a second.
I understand you were doing what you thought was necessary, and frankly, I agree with your decision.
The fog of war is a bitch.
Mm. And sorry for feeding you poisoned food. I do wish you could have tasted it while it was at its best.
Do you have a recipe you want to pass on or anything?
he, I'll go get that for you.
Go get that.
Rin looks very confused at where the fuck he's going to get this
He just
recipe.
He goes as if he's walking downstairs. Just walks to the floor.
Yeah, no, he just sort of floats away to his end. Just he's just trying to see if he can find the old recipe.
All right.
I'll,
Well, I was trying.
I'll,
I didn't really need one, but I was trying to
I
make him
can't.
feel like he left a mark.
I can't do anything in Foundry.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were doing a Vena thing.
try to refresh. It seems to be trying to reconnect me to something.
Vane is paralyzed with fear and grief.
Yeah, here, let me.
Ghosts are real, paladin woman.
Okay, it's fine now.
Okay, yeah. My internet has been very, very wavy lately, so.
Same.
But yeah,
Nicholas.
Not
he
me.
he will come back and with a very scorched recipe, but legible for cactus pie. He gives it to Rin.
Yogi
You'd have the
Nicholas.
name of that? Jack's pie?
Just cactus pie. I
Oh.
didn't have any specific name for it. Just cactus pie.
Cac pie.
No.
I will cherish it.
It's like cacti, but cacti.
Well, with that then, I guess it's time for me to go. And he will go. He will
Oh man, do
fade
y'all have
away.
like an unfinished business thing? Like, do we need to let y'all finish a final? I've always wanted to hear a chorus of ghosts sing "Happy Birthday." It would mean the world if you think that'll. Man, you're the religious one here. Was that just kind of like mass close out all their tabs, or we gotta come up with something individual?
No, Mirabella, the town elder's just like, no, we don't have to do all that. Just she goes up to Vena. It'll only be a few of us. Thank you for playing chess with me. It was great, even though my mind was muddled.
Don't don't worry about it. I had a nice time. I'm not really good at it. I didn't play it a whole lot, but it was interesting.
Well, you're better than our friend down in the basement because he couldn't even beat me in this state.
Woof. And I look straight at the kid. Do it again. Woof.
Not the kid, the person in the basement.
Huh?
That's still alive. The one that you were sent.
Huh?
The one that I think you're here to see. To
The
get.
the halfling.
Yes, the halfling.
He's alive.
Lucky
Shit.
bastard. Yeah, I think that's why I was stopped when I was heading down the basement. I was gonna see him.
I would skiddly bop down there, but I don't want to be food for whatever's left. Would one of you ghosts peek your head through the floor and make sure nothing's gonna eat me?
There's.
Shiron will comically walk down through the floor,
Yeah.
carrying Nicholas. Just
Mirabella will just sort of fade away and as
Shaking
Huron
her
does
head.
that. And you do go into the basement, and in there is in fact a tied up half. Let me show you what he looks like real quick.
so I float up to the halfling.
Ooh.
Do.
Spooky.
I am the guardian of the forest. You have
Oh,
transgressed.
hello.
Yeah.
What the hell? What them feet do?
Put them fucking grippers away!
It's a halfling.
I can
That's
carry
a
you,
hobbit.
Mr. Frodo.
That's a hobbit, not a halfling.
That's not even a hobbit. Look at them fucking ears. That
Yeah,
hobbit
hey.
fucked an elf. So it's
Hey.
just an average-sized person
It's a halfling.
with monster feet.
That's
Yeah.
what. It's a halfling.
Look at them.
Currently he's tied up.
Even better. So
You do see that there's like a big jug of water next to him, and some less than fresh food scraps, but he seems to
even
have
second breakfast.
lived. Uh, he just looks up.
You throw me a slow ball, I gotta swing it with all my fucking might.
Yep, he just looks up. Oh,
Hello, I am the guardian deity of the forest.
we're in a
I've come to pay retribution for all the ham you've eaten over the years.
no.
Ooh, and I go through the roof, like by passing through him. Yeah, he's alive. I might have just given a heart attack though.
But was there anything down there that's gonna kill us, Huron? Did you even
No.
look?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
basically it was only him and a jug of
yeah.
water.
It's him and some shitty rations. You should get them at the end immediately. He might have
Okay.
worms.
Are you gonna
He
be gone
probably
before? Are you gonna be gone before I get back? Cause I don't want to.
Probably not.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I
yeah,
still feel more here.
Huron, make me.
Huh?
Actually, no. This isn't a check. Huron, when you went down there, you started feeling a little bit of a tug towards the halfling, towards Halfred.
Possession?
Bill.
Stay the fuck away from me. Stay
Bill?
the fuck.
What?
Oh,
Bill, what do you mean I had to draw the halfling?
You just felt. You just felt like. I don't know. You might like just like a little bit of a current. You know, like if you're just like in the.
I
If you're
did
like,
say I flew through him. Well, what happened?
are you going to do that?
I did. I said I flew through him and then back toward the ceiling to tell him he's fine. There's nothing in there that fuck with him. But now that I have this, hang on here.
walk through walls, disappear, and fly.
Well, as when
Going
you
ghost.
when you flew through him the first time, you felt the tug just sort of increase. But
I wonder, Nicholas. Hold on a minute here.
Keep your fucking antlers away from me.
Nah.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and settle in. And it's like
Settle in.
I'm gonna poke him, just like, hello. Hang on.
Yeah. Forest spirit, go away.
Make me a charisma save, I think.
If you try to enter him, he is very weak-willed. Make me make me contest it. Will save.
This is how Huron comes back as an ancestor barb.
Where the fuck did I put him?
Saving throw?
Sorry, just ability check.
Yours against his.
Yep.
Charisma? Or will?
Will.
Or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Technically, will is charisma. That's not true.
13. If the council demands I do the funny.
No. God damn it.
What
It
do
was
you
supposed to be public, and he was supposed to have a -1. So, I'm going to need you to roll again, because
13.
he is a -1.
Equally matched.
God damn it, I thought I... Okay.
Roll again, Pyro.
The forest imposes its will upon thee.
Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah,
So what do I see as I walk into the basement?
yeah, so the door is locked, and it's pretty sturdy, but you just start hearing screams of just like...
Huron freezes and go, or fuck, sorry, Rin freezes. And just, he told me there's nothing down there.
The screaming does not come from anyone you know.
I'm trying to look through one of the many holes in the floor.
Yep.
You see a glowing moose eye.
Yeah, you do see you do see a lot of glowing. Here we go. This Huron, you don't get access to him anymore. Goodbye. But in his place,
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah, never mind.
you get
Ah!
What are you up to?
Let me drag this out. Hang on here. I can't drag it out. Come here. Get out of here. Get on the shaky sheet.
No.
Put it on the mat.
did I show
Okay.
everyone? Did that?
The antlers survived the possession is what I'm really fixating on.
Bill, I can't drag it out.
I know. I showed everyone. Don't worry about it.
So standing there for the door is just a halfling with ethereal antlers sticking in his head.
Yep.
Get out of the bindings?
No, he's still in the bindings.
Oh shit. Wait, do I give a shit about breaking his limbs? Yes, I do.
Child, your holdings on the floor now.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing. What the fuck is this shit? Is this how being a poltergeist feels?
Huron, are you inside that fucking halfling?
I slipped into him.
If you were inside each other when I get in that basement, so help me.
Yeah.
What do? Kill me, I'm your target!
Open this damn door.
It still counts with the... I can't, I'm tied up.
Goodness.
Do I have telekinesis? Hang on, let me try.
You do not have telekinesis.
Damn it! I'm gonna try and break out of the bindings with my pull fruit powers.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make me a strength check.
Oh my god!
I'd like to Eldritch Blast the door. The lock.
I will say you will probably have better time getting through the floor, since it already has holes.
Will do.
Fuck. Why don't you lift, little halfling?
I'm sorry, I've been starved. Oh, speaking of, you also,
You can still talk. Funny.
yeah, only in your head.
I imagine he's stuck in my mind space. It's just a dark forest, and there's just a singular JPEG of a moose staring at him from just beyond his visual range. The backroom's moose.
Yeah, no, he's there. Why would you do such a thing?
Honestly, one last hurrah before I probably get dragged off to my afterlife. And it was funny.
We don't have blast a hole big enough to climb down.
I'm not. I will now proceed to have a conversation with my possessee.
But oh, he just sort of grunts. But yeah, Ren, you were able to climb down. There was some like destroyed cabinets that you can climb down.
I'm dead. I don't give a shit.
I do give a shit about what's going on with my body.
Fuck?
I slipped and fell.
Get the fuck out of him!
Did you see what he was wearing? He was asking for it.
Alright, give me the holy water. We're sending him to hell.
Alright, now how do we get out of here?
I go over with a dagger and cut the bindings.
My hero.
Wow, you really are it really is over your dead body that you compliment.
Why the fuck is he
You're
dead?
right, I take it back.
Too late.
Damn it.
Technically, it's under your dead body because we're in the basement. But
I will I will try to stand up with these shitty limbs. Like, why? How do you live like this?
I'm a surveyor. I just go, I look at places, I take tallies.
Great fucking job. You've done up surveying the place.
I just hear a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, I'm sorry, do you untie Huron or Hulfred?
Yeah,
Hulfred.
Yeah, and you can sad. His legs are a little shaky, given that he was tied up.
Now, Huron, you can hold my hand as I'm supporting my weight with the little scepter. It's not in any of our interests that you try and put your weight on me.
Now the real question is, whatever I do to you, will that go on me? Or the
Most
halfling
certainly, you're going to hell, and I know people. I'm sending your name to express ticket.
No. What I mean is, will the lemur attack my soul or this thing if I kick you in the shit right now?
One way to find out.
No. These muscles are terrible.
The fog rescinds as you lower the fist.
Here comes the giant fist. Well, all right, I'm done here. Now I'm gonna try and mentally force myself out of his gross little body.
Okay. You try, and you fail.
You fail.
This is unfortunate.
What is it?
I can't get out.
Why?
What?
Why can't you get out?
I'm going to hell. I might as well. You're too tight.
Get the fuck
Excuse me?
You're too tight.
I grab the halfling by the collar. Come on.
With what strength? You're leaning in your little cane.
And you're malnourished.
Well, I guess now is as good a time as any.
Veda, help.
Vena stammers back to her feet,
Veda, help.
rubbing her eyes. Okay, since I'm done hallucinating.
You hear
looking around.
You hear
seeing
a weird tinny Huron voice coming from the downstairs.
Oh, well, that's where Huron was, I suppose. She'll walk over to the hole.
And you see a little halfling with ethereal antlers. Help!
W- Looking around at where the ghosts were, and then looking back down at Huron.
I'm stuck in the halfling. Help!
Wait.
Do
Those
some of
were
that.
okay. I thought I was. She looks back and forth at where you are, and Bryn, and where the ghosts were. Uh, oh, so okay, you're.
Don't you holy types do any kind of exorcisms? Get me out of this thing. I'm stuck.
So you're actually dead, huh?
Looks over to at my corpse. Yes. Damn, I'm huge.
Where? Grin his shit-eating grin when he says that.
I bite him.
You don't have the teeth.
It's a halfling. They have the fucking teeth. If anything, he has jaw strength.
They're all molars. Just
You ever been bit by a donkey? That's all molar, boy.
Amy, your
Yarr.
second breakfasts.
Ow. You
I
see
will
them
swat him on the
chomping?
butt and try and point him to get up there. With the staff, not my hand. I'm kind of giving a little bit Ebenezer Scrooge right now with the cane and the.
Yeah. You can from here you can unlock the door from the inside, and
Oh, cool.
it's easy to get back upstairs.
All right.
Try to force myself out of the body again, like.
And it's then that I see his real body for the first time. Ooh, how bad does it look?
Very chomped. There is, if I recall correctly, there's a large portion of it that's just sort of already decayed because of necrotic damage, and then there's a lot of chomp marks in it.
I did get crit by one of those bonks.
Huron, you are maybe a little past.
No. A little spruced up, it'll be fine.
No, Huron, we're. It occurs to me you don't know. We don't have any means to. We spent it all killing that thing.
Oh shit. Am I just stuck as a halfling now?
I don't know if the halfling's the permanent fix, bud.
Well,
Eventually.
Eventually, I need to figure out this body. I'd rather be dead than in here.
Excuse me?
Your body sucks.
I'd rather
Who are
you
you
be dead than in
talking to?
here!
I'm talking to what the fuck is his name?
What
Alfred!
is his name? How would I know?
I don't know. He's weird. He's stuck in my mind forest.
Ask him what his name is. I want to know it correctly before I insult him.
What's your name?
Alfred!
He says his name's Frodo.
All right, Mr. Frodo. You in there? Can you hear me?
I swear to God.
Which one?
It's like a slur to halflings.
If, as soon as we are out of this predicament, I'm going to sue you into the ground.
Mr. Frodo,
mean-
you've been through a very traumatic experience. Can you hear me?
Oh, he can hear you. He says he's very thankful for being saved by such
good.
wonderful adventurers. He's swearing fealty to you in your house as we speak.
I will
He's-
kill.
He's dedicating all his funds to resurrecting me. How kind! Considering I died saving you. Shit.
Oh, you did not die saving me. You
Your-
stole my body. I'm dead.
You're not dead. I'm stuck in your ass.
Pardon?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't think I do.
I don't think you want to know.
We have
Anyway, I resume my one-sided conversation with the half. Now,
I would have preferred to die than get my body puppeted by some giant moose thing.
okay, one. I am not a thing. I am Huron, and I'm fucking perfect. Look at that jawline that's on the floor.
If you were perfect, you wouldn't be dead.
And if you were a good surveyor, you wouldn't have gotten caught.
No, that's not my job. My job isn't to go into some fucking undead city and protect myself. My job is just to fucking do population counts and such.
Well, you failed.
Oh my god. I did my job perfectly until I got kidnapped by a giant fucking tiger.
Blatantly incorrect. Therefore, you must pay for my resurrection.
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
No.
Alright. Well, while you all do that, Vena, are you feeling topped up? I'm used to being near death at this point. I'm shockingly fluid.
I'm gonna start ruffling through Hafred's pockets.
He does not have much on him.
Much, but something.
Something.
A
Yeah,
diamond worth
a
300
handkerchief.
pieces.
That's pretty much it.
Scroll of reincarnation.
If you're looking for anything, that old fucking crone took all my fucking money and my pipe. I lost it in bets.
I'm good at gambling.
It's not gambling, it's chess.
Bets are gambling.
No, it's pure skill. Gambling involves luck.
You have a problem.
I have no such thing.
I'm gonna go throw myself down the stairs.
Don't you dare.
I feel nothing.
You will feel the pain. I won't.
Yeah, the thing is, between us, I've already died, so I think I'm used to it. Yeet! No, no, I don't.
So Huron's stuck in there.
Yeah. You don't think that we can like use? I mean, the head's still pretty intact, and you don't think we can like use a teeth or something to pull him out?
Well, we just get him out of there and then put him back in his own body, right? It's one of those weird ghost things, right?
Oh, Vena, let's take a walk. Put a hand
I'm
on
gonna
your
go
shoulder.
check out. I'm gonna go check out my own body.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a view. Inanna, you join us when you wake up. Let's take a stroll down Huey Lane here, and I'll take her around the corner to see Huron's destroyed corpse. That's a little at a point with the scepter. That's a little past healing.
Holford's standing there poking it with a stick. Come on.
Huh?
I've got you in front of Huron's body over here to the left. I'm pointing at the scepter with the scepter saying, that is a little beyond what healing spells can do.
She's just looking down at his body. Just blinking.
Stay with me now. Stay with me. Come on. Poke. Now, well, I was originally going to ask Huron what he wants us to say at his dirge before we go and bury him. But he seems more content to be fucking with the halfling right now. So I think we solve that, then we ask him what he wants for his eulogy. It'll be a bit of a rush job. He might have to get... I don't exactly have funeral attire that I carry with me, but we can get him dressed in something. Hopefully. At the very least, a blanket.
Bill.
Ooh.
Bad hippo man.
Isn't Huron right there?
Oh, hey, well, yes, but I think I'm dead as doornails.
You're people when you die. You just go on to the afterlife. You
Vena,
don't just reform.
People die when they're killed.
Yeah, so I'm told.
Except in Canada.
No, there they do something else.
Yeah, they killed anyway. Vena, I know this might be a bit of a shock to you, but are you good? Rin's trying to check out and see if Vena's about to pass out.
She just steps forward next to Huron's body. Kneels down. No, I mean, he's right there, right? Couldn't I just, fix it up a little? puts her hand on his chest. You see it faintly glowing, like she's trying to use land hands. I just do that, and then he goes back in there. I mean, he that would make sense, right?
I'll place my hand
fair
on her
enough.
shoulder. I'm afraid it's a little more permanent than that. There's no. His body can't sustain life anymore. It's expiring. You couldn't fix it fast enough with healing for it to be suitable. His soul still's gonna dissipate at some point. I don't know how long he can stay in the halfling, but spirits are well, and from what I know, spirits who wander the earth after their death tend to, and I whisper this in her ear, warp with madness. And I'm really not in the mood to be fighting a rabies-infused Huron, so it, Rin's smirk's
Well,
starting to drop a little bit.
Huron's pretty. She looks up at Huron in the half elf body.
Okay.
You're pretty strong. You can hold on, right? I mean, I don't have much magic left now, but I just fix it up and then we just put you back in there. And
I
That'll
haven't
work.
faded yet, but I'm not sure that's how it works.
her face goes from like the slight, like, you know, a strained smile to just frowning and tears start welling up. Why not?
Hang on, Bill. I'm done goofing off. Can I just force myself on the body?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I sent you a message. I was going to ask you now.
Oh, okay.
I'm done goofing off. Can I just jump out of the body, knocking him out?
No.
All right then.
No, you are. You're on as far as you can tell. You're pretty stuck.
Probably a good thing. If you were out and about, you may not. It may be harder for you to keep from being.
It is a funny meme, but yeah, sorry.
I'll sit down on the floor and place a hand on Vanna's shoulder. Still. I know this has got to be hard, Vanna, but there's not much else we can do.
But he's still right here. Why couldn't we do anything? I have the magic. What good is the magic for if it doesn't do anything? And
Half.
she's just like pressing down on Huron with her hand. Faint flickers as she has no spell slots and no lay on hands.
Halford speaks up at this point. You guys know that revivification magic does exist.
Yeah, I'll remark that the halfling is saying that there is resurrection magic, which we are aware of. It's just very
Rare.
costly.
Do we
That
know
too.
of anybody who could perform that? I mean,
Maybe
you
our
also bring up the
contact-
cost.
Maybe our contact to get the guild.
You think?
I mean, most major cities and towns are gonna have some priest that can do it. I mean, you're probably gonna have to pay your own diamonds, but yeah, problem.
Oh, can you just talk to me now?
I mean, I've always been able to talk to you. I don't know what.
Well, you've been talking my mind up until the second now.
Oh, I'm still in your mind. I don't know.
Who are you talking to?
I can hear what you hear.
Anyway, this goof has gotten long enough. You be quiet. Vena. It's fine. This was my fault. I got cocky, and I paid the price for it. Don't feel too upset. Most people don't even get to talk to the dead person after they die. I'm just built different, and I'm stuck in this puny body. No offense.
No offense taken.
Well, I mean, Vena, do you know ways to unpossess this halfling? I mean, there seems like that's the current issue. I feel like Huron's mortality's closed.
And who knows, I might start to supersede onto this body's spirit, and that might be worse.
Or go raving mad.
That too.
He can hear me.
That too wrong.
Uh-oh, it's starting.
Hexus, is that you?
Vena's gonna finally sit back, taking her hand off of Huron's corpse. If I had any magic left, I can do that. It just takes some holy water. I don't have any on me. I guess that would get him out of the halfling. Where does he go after that?
Well, my village, we typically are told that we are passed along to the ancestors. This seems a bit different, though.
I mean, maybe you could get those say village to help you.
Really far away. Weeks, maybe months away. Right, Bill?
Yeah, it's on a different continent.
Yeah, it's a different continent. I don't know how close to the coast we were.
Not very close.
Yeah.
I
that's what
mean, I, you. It feels like you guys could just try to get someone to help. You guys don't seem too well equipped for this.
Well, sounds rich coming from me, but could we cover my body? Feels a bit weird staring at my corpse.
I'll take Vena's wrist and like set it down at her side in case she's still hovering, and take that long stretch of fabric I have and lay it over his body. I was gonna ask, as you brought up your village, I was going to bury you with the rites that I know, but I was wondering if there was any
Well,
specifics.
If you plan on just sending me off, then we burn our dead
Mm.
because the land is very uncooperative where I come from.
Yeah, there's generally two ways. There's like that sort of thing, return to ours, just like get rid of it, or there is um basically dedicating a tree to it and just letting the tree just float around the continent.
My continent is very chaotic and rampant wild magic around every corner. Gotta either let the land claim it or burn it.
So you'd like to be. There's not much to claim in the desert. So,
Yeah. If you're gonna set me off, do that. But if you're gonna try and resurrect me, I would. Unless you have a really high cleric on standby, I don't know if you want to just grab like a tusk or
the only power I could get a hold of to bring you back, you would not want.
most likely not.
Any resurrections in my family are family only, and we'll call it a third party is
Call me biased by wanting to come back to life. Maybe we can ask the contact in the guild. We gotta collect for this guy, and I point at my cheekbones.
Yeah.
So
Inanna seems paralyzed over there.
So the guild maybe can fix this, right?
I don't see why not.
The guild is one of the what I assume you mean the Adventurers Guild. I'm gonna assume that's what you're talking about.
I just look back, bite back a retort. Yes.
I mean, they're one of the more powerful entities on this continent. I'm
Yeah, that's the
sure
plan.
they could help you.
But you go into considerable debt for that. This is no laughing matter.
This isn't a laughing matter at all. Again, but I want to get
Anything
out.
that
Effort,
anything to help Huron get back is perfectly fine with me.
Halford, give us a moment. It's
Okay.
hard. It's hard to talk and think at the same time.
He sort of just backs off into your subconscious.
So
We just go to the guild and we ask them to help, right? And they'll fix him.
At
Inanna,
considerable cost. Inanna.
shit. Concussion.
Inanna's
forgive
over
me.
there T-posing to the
Forgive me.
wall.
Concussion. Vena, it's gonna be a lot, and I mean a lot. It could take months or years to pay off this kind of debt, if not a lifetime.
And
Hi everyone, the name's Aaron.
Looking back at Huron's now covered body, it is worth a lifetime, I think.
We can bring him to them. How far away is the guild, by the way, Bill?
It was
Um,
like a week away.
The guild, the main headquarters in Kendra is about a week away. The one in where the fuck, Tal Scythe, there's a headquarters there. It's only a day or two, I believe.
The one where we got the quest.
Yeah, that's in Kendra.
Where-
That's about a week away.
Okay, Kendra's a week away. The resurrection spells are all about how long ago and how they died. He was murdered minutes ago.
Now, I do know a little bit considering some of the shamans and whatnot in my village. I think one of the spells is elongates that time, and I think Inanna has access to the spells. So just tomorrow, ask her to cast one of those, and then we'll head to the one to Kendra, because I figure the capital will have better selections.
Yeah, Huron, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Just follow me down here.
Let's go down in the basement where you found me.
I would like to step out of earshot of Vena.
Yep. The wall.
Boom. I'll take him to a private spot and let her sit there.
I'll just I'll lean up against the wall, kind of introspectively looking down.
Look, I mean, it's no surprise we aren't the closest of friends, or friends much at all, but you know I don't. It's not that I don't want you to be alive, it's just that I'm worried about Inanna's headspace at the moment.
You mean Venus?
Again, concussion.
Yeah.
Vena's headspace.
Well, I mean, Inanna's paralyzed over there, so maybe.
I mean, maybe we need to check on, make sure she has a pulse here in a minute. She might not be the old casualty. Sorry, I make jokes when I'm. But
you know what? Hang on, Rin. And he's gonna pinch the bridge of his nose. If I get resurrected, I will deny having this conversation forever.
Right. Duly noted. I'll accept the blackmail.
Hmm?
Go on. Nothing.
Yeah, whatever. I don't understand you, nor do I think I'll ever fully like you. However, my standards might be a bit too high for someone who's very foreign to concepts such as. Never mind. Just if I do get passed on, and Bana ultimately decides to not risk that, and if she does, I will owe her a life debt, and as such anything that carries over from anyone helping. I apologize for holding a grudge. It's you and your ideals. I don't know your situation. I just wish you could have understood mine, and I meant no inherent ill will in any altercation, permanently at least.
Thank you, you're Shit, I really am concussed. I almost called you my name. I really do appreciate that. Yeah.
And if I had access to my sheet, I would look through it and give you something.
It should have the same items as
No.
the old sheet.
Oh, you just made a copy of Holford over here.
Yeah, it's literally a copy, but with some
Oh
things
my God.
changed.
Tell you what.
I have almost 300 gold on me. That might help for the diamond.
It's.
Why do I have entangle and spike?
I don't know.
There's more than 300 gonna be brought up.
Of course, but
As
much to offset the price. I'm gonna be honest with you. My background, I was a mercenary. However, what I didn't mention is that I lost my money from my previous mercenary group after we split up after a big job. We got a big score and decided to retire early. And I wasted the money, squandered it, lost it in betting, all sorts of stuff. But I realized I need more of that in order to survive, so I decided to get back into the adventure game. And I try to hold myself to somewhat better ideals in order to avoid that situation again, leaving me destitute.
Thank you for sharing that. I do hate that it's taken your death, quite literally, over your or under your dead body for this to happen.
Have you seen Moose? The my kindred creature is very, 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 very stubborn.
What the fuck is a moose?
You see that? I point at my corpse. Mention that on 4 legs.
Like a body of a person and 4 like a centaur?
No. I mean, just instead of being muscle man, instead of that just being a full-on quadruped. You remember seeing that moose head hanging over that guy's fireplace for our first job? Imagine that attached to a body the size of a carriage.
Oh, so
I am a mutation on my people. I shouldn't. I'm not exactly a rare or not a common creature really. I'm regarded as a bit of a mutation among beast people. Not too many moose-based minotaurs around, or even minotaurs in general.
You do want to come back, right?
Who doesn't want to taste life again?
I can think of a few many. You can look at the cost of what it takes to live.
And I will be infinitely grateful. I would continue to do my job and protect you all. Hopefully, I could. I felt something different when I died, so I might come back a little different. But I would still do my job.
I hate to be the parable guy, but because it's so overdone.
Especially coming from a, and I mean no disrespect, devil, demon,
kin, but more specifically, earthkin. But it's that earth kinship that I want to talk about. There's a fairly notable creature of legend that I believe stories of passed into the material world. A bird of ever burning fire that can never be killed. It just comes back again. You've heard of a phoenix before?
Imagine I've heard of a phoenix from like stories, Bill.
Yeah, they are pretty
It's
they're pretty not common, well told creatures, well known
Yeah.
creatures.
Well, there's a thing that people get wrong when they're recounting in campfire stories. When you kill a phoenix, or it dies, it doesn't just come back with life. It comes back newer, as if it were. It doesn't ever come back the same. It's, in some circles, considered to be cursed to keep going forever and ever. Though some might call it improper for me to offer advice for court that's not my own. I think a fresh start would do you and I well.
well, assuming I'm able to be resurrected, let's bury the hatchet and try and kick this up more reasonable this time. And he'll offer a handshake.
Absolutely not, but it'll be fun. Now, when we get you there, Vena's gonna have a bit of a time carrying this body, and I think we're gonna have to camp out here. And you're gonna hate what I'm gonna suggest next, but that is a heavy object. And we're dragging it through the dirt's not gonna make resurrecting you any better. Would you mind if I stored it in my ring?
But
Yeah.
and you will not loot me.
No. I mean, you don't have any loot on you, do you?
I mean, my weapons, my trophies. I mean, I've
Oh.
already volunteered my. I mean, trophies as in from like things I've killed.
I mean, I'll scoop them up into a barrel here and keep them.
I don't think you have a barrel big enough for me, but
We got 3 of them, so. I mean your stuff, not you. You're getting
I
back up in the cloth. It's also going to be a feat to have me lift you up and drop them on me so I can bamf you into the ring. But
well, what I mean is just don't carve me up like an animal.
I learned my lesson. I know people have sanctity feelings about corpses. So yeah, you learn to cover your body.
Narrow's eyes.
Look, you already yelled at me when I looted the coffin before. I know bodies are off limits for looting.
We're gonna have to. Moving on.
I will say, I was gonna try and grab something for me, but after this little heart to heart, I was thinking it might give you something to look forward to. I was gonna try and get some of those Zhongxi teeth, make a little necklace with it. I was gonna keep it just kind of as a trophy to mock you with, but I mean, if we're burying the hatchet, it's still kind of attached to the idea of making one. Would you like to have a little return to life gift?
I wouldn't say no.
You've got to understand that my whole dynamic here is about gift giving and possessions. This is before you come back. I mean, I'm picturing you coming back as the start of this new thing. Like anything right now is a great. Got to catch up on this whole like prince thing.
I still refuse to treat you like nobility. I don't.
Good.
If you haven't noticed, I'm not particularly fond of a lot of nobility. So it's kind of funny how the Vena is just adorable.
Yeah, she's pretty great. She's at the moment though going into a very dark place.
Yeah, I don't. It looked like she didn't believe in ghosts for a bit. If I was reading that correctly,
I've heard of this river in.
She's a paladin. These are questions for her. I think we're running on the bush now. Let's go put my body in your ring.
It'll be in the morning, but
Right.
we're
of
gonna be
course.
definitely setting up camp in here.
Right.
Not in here. I'm gonna go. Uh,
Depending on
I look at it between the two of us. Which one of us is more fit to go look for things?
I'm
As
at full.
shelter.
I'm technically at full health.
Yeah, but your body's emaciated.
It is. I'm probably I'm like 2 or 3 exhaustion.
Yeah, you're on exhaustion level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna go look for a place that's suitable for us to camp down for the night, and I'll be back shortly. Actually, I summon the raven. Better idea. I throw it like a paper airplane and have it zip out one of the wall holes. It'll find a place and come back and report to me where to go.
Let's go make sure Vanna isn't.
You talk to her for a minute by yourself. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
check on Inanna, and
You
Ren
do that.
will go check
And
on
I'll-
Inanna.
And I'll just go and stand next to Vena and put a hand on her shoulder. What's Vena been doing since we started talking?
She set down her shield and she's kind of just been sitting there looking at Huron's body.
I'm probably the same height as you standing as you're sitting, so I'm just gonna go up, stand next to you, and put my hand on your shoulder. Didn't think it'd be me first, did you?
I didn't want it to be anybody.
No, no one wants to see death as much as Rin infuriated me. I didn't want him to die, which is why I kept doing my job. And I think I fucked up this time. A little bit.
The Adventure Guild can help. Then
Definitely, but there will be a price, and I can't force you.
prices don't matter. If I can keep anyone from suffering or dying, then I don't care.
Really, now we haven't known each other that long. What drives you? I'm legitimately curious. We've known each other a few weeks now, and I do have high opinions of you, but that's going past nobility, borderline an obsession. And I'm already dead, so I'm not really worried about getting punched. So you can. Oh,
Was it?
Vic-
I think that's
Victor?
Victor.
yeah, it's like sir. So you can tell me if you want. I'm. This could all be for naught anyway. Your secret is safe with my grave.
I don't know what you mean.
Rin's a bad example, but not everyone helps every person they come across to that much of an extent. We've known each other all of 3-4 weeks. That's not a whole lot of time to create bonds, especially with how incohesive we've been.
Here we argue and we don't see eye to eye and everything, but it doesn't matter.
Really.
Everyone can feel different on things. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, of course not. Of course not. It's just you're the first a noble I've ever met who properly gave a shit. So I'm a little gobsmacked is the word I'm going to use. Especially considering the standard archetype of noble is over there checking on Inanna.
I'm partly a noble.
Yep, not from where I'm standing. Like I said, not everyone would reach out a hand to a borderline muscled abomination who couldn't even tank correctly. And I'll just kind of poke myself in the leg.
I I was born a noble, sure, but I don't care about that or anything. I don't care much for what nobles do. I'm not good at talking like they do. I don't like lying to people. I don't care about money or wealth or status. That doesn't really. It's worthless most of the time, other than dealing with other people who. Well, worthless isn't the right word. I I don't find joy in it. I don't find any value in it personally. I understand it has its uses, but I status and wealth and all that doesn't make anyone more or less deserving of suffering or dying or being better off than anyone else. Just because you're not a rich person who I don't care what you look like or your ideals. You helped people. You helped us. We've all helped each other. We don't have to know each other for a long time to trust each other. And I thought I could keep everyone safe.
You do look like you've been under a lot of pressure trying to keep the peace, and I apologize for adding to that burden.
It's okay.
No, it's not. You might not think you're noble, but from where I'm standing, a lot shorter now, and when I'm not staring at the top of your head, you seem very pretty, and you talk very nice. So from where I'm standing, and considering all the nobles I've seen, you are probably the most noble, and you're probably the only noble I really respect. So take that with as much pride as you can. The moose monster thinks you're great.
You're not a monster.
Damn, I'm not trying enough then.
You're
Well,
you're
what I,
Huron. You're not a
yes.
monster. I don't care what you look like. And if this Adventurers Guild has something that can help you and keep you alive, then I don't care if it's going to cost a whole bunch of gold. Gold doesn't. I don't care about gold.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, but hang on here before Rin comes and puts me in his ring in the morning, and I'm going to grab Huron's my money bag, and he's going to hand you 284 gold and 3 silver. But yeah, could you take that out of Huron's inventory, Bill?
Yep.
Just put him at 0 money,
Zero money.
and he hands that back to her. Call it a down payment on getting me back alive. It's not much. I just hope it helps.
I don't know how much something like that could cost.
Well, even if not, call it my life insurance policy. There you go.
You said 284.
284 gold and 3 silver.
Yep.
I'm gonna write it to myself and in a chat with Clara.
Yeah.
Also, I messaged you something, Bill.
Yeah, answering.
I'm gonna go ahead and pin that because there's a solid chance I might put more dumb pictures in our thing later on. A moose.
Mogus.
Yeah, well, it was not exactly hard to do.
We love casting spells.
Yeah. But yeah, you were able to mangle it off. It's quite rough, very rough, but it's off. You got it. There are a fair amount of teeth left, though some of them are just kind of smashed or cracked or completely missing.
Might take a little while to resurrect me. Might need to hire some temporary help, or maybe someone will walk along and be kind enough to help escort us back.
Whatever. I like I said, I don't really know what's possible. But whatever
Anything's
is
possible.
available.
I'm a ghost moose inhabiting a halfling.
I suppose when
I
you
just
put
got
it that way, it sounds pretty extravagant.
Yeah, especially considering I'm stuck.
I don't know how well that would play out if I do get you out of there. But I think
Well,
I can do it if
best case, I start floating around and I can scare the ever living shit out of people for giggles. Worst case, I start fading into the beyond quickly.
I hope that wouldn't mess with bringing you back.
As long as a random Gith Yankee necromancer doesn't come by and eat my soul, we'll be fine.
Ruh-roh. I think we have a different
Venison.
problem when we run into him.
I think you've had a long day, and the fact that you're taking my death worse than me, you should probably go lay down. I'll sit here and guard my body, make sure the crows don't get it. All right.
There
Hill.
should be carts outside, right? I mean,
Yes, but
from the animals, we just put you on that. It'd be easy to transport you, I think.
who would pull the cart?
I can.
Well, in order to do that, you're going to have to be at your full strength, and I'm going to be honest with you. There's more holes in you than me at this point, so I'm surprised you're still standing. Another noble trait, I suppose.
I
Go lay down. Don't make me use these muscles to make you. And the emaciated halfling is gonna flex at you.
She's just gonna have like a kind of relieved eyebrows up smile. Well, I definitely don't want to instill your wrath. I suppose.
Exactly, Connor.
Same size too.
Yep.
Send a picture of Golem or something. Oh. Vena will stand up.
Cage full of rage.
Huron, I know that you come from mercenaries and all the people dress up in all this heavy armor from regal families. You just consider them nobles. It's a lot easier that way, but I'm not really much of a noble. That's why I'm out here.
Vena, I'm gonna be frank with you for a second. I have two ideas of nobles. Someone who is a noble, who was born into privilege, treats everyone like a pawn, thinks that their way is right exclusively, thinks enchantment and illusionary magic is okay to use on people, thinks it's not fucked up and almost in the same camp as necromancy.
Saying it as slave.
Sends old women. Anyway, so the camera pans in on the halfling.
Yeah, the funny part is I still have the thing where the camera goes in on people who talk. So the moment he was saying that, it just zoomed over the darkness. It's like stares at camera.
So, but that is a noble, and that is a spoiled brat that needs to learn some lessons. Gr- Granted, I might not be the one to teach those lessons, but I hope they learn all the same. Coughs into the ether.
Rin is doing the gift that Shane just posted right now. Just staring at you, and words that go, bury the hatchet, bury the hatchet, hatchet, hatchet.
I haven't been. I yell into the void. I haven't been resurrected yet.
Clock
We're not there.
timer hasn't started yet.
Yet. I'm getting in my last kicks.
Alright, you get
But
that one.
take what he can before
Yeah.
time runs out.
So, and then there is someone who is noble. I have a very few people in my life that I treat with that same respect. Someone who holds the ideals above any gain they have, regardless of the danger. Someone who freely, willingly tries to avoid conflict. Someone who has a pure spirit and someone with the natural charisma to attract people's attention, fervor, respect. You qualify for that category in my book. Hell, most of my family would think you were some kind of mythical hero, walking around, silver hair, borderline gaudy armor. I will admit. Hell, Faduin worships the ground you walk on.
Faduin.
We're not going into that right now. That was just a remark. Don't worry about it. Now, you fit into that one very well, and you denying it kind of reinforces it. So, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But even if you don't believe in all of that, like you seemed a little shell-shocked at seeing ghosts, you're kind of a badass. So,
it wasn't really seeing ghosts that I was shell-shocked by. I kind of fought to the death a minute ago and thought I had. She looks, well, now down at you because she's standing back up.
But by the way,
I've
I've actually sat down on my body. I'm just sitting on my stomach.
Squish, more blood coming out.
Really fine. There's nothing that this 20-pound halfling can do to that fucking chunk of meat.
It's like a beanbag.
I mean, it's not really ghosts that I thought I was hallucinating. It was your ghost. I didn't. I thought I was just seeing some magic effect that it had hit you with that we could fix. And I suppose that was just my eagerness to avoid thinking of the truth, where you were actually dead. But it's kind of hard when you're sitting on the proof.
Yes. Now, thank you for just, and he's gonna like grab your hand and just squeeze it. Thank you for caring. Now go to bed. You look like you're gonna fall over, and I'm not. I don't think I or Rin can move you. And Inanna still seems. I look down the hallway at Inanna T-posing through the wall. Problematic.
Yep.
Rin's probably combing her hair. Or
She seems like she's teching. Like she's teching through the week.
Oh, yeah, she's doing a rehearsal. What's she doing with that pole?
Oh God.
I shoot Rin.
Yep. Alana, I thought she had just like her what the hell is it called? Her relentless endurance ran out, and she's sort of conked out now.
Yeah, what's this? You know the spell I'm talking about to elongate the like death time. Right?
Yeah. Gentle repose. Yeah.
Yeah, I know she has that spell.
What's
Yeah.
the cleric spell?
Yeah, it's a
that
cleric,
is a
and they can
bonafide cleric spell.
do. It's a second level spell. Yep, right there.
Yeah.
And in the morning,
yeah, with all my might, I try to push the distraught, like a chunk of metal here with silver hair. Like go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. And I fall over.
Yeah. There are there are a couple of surviving beds in this pile of beds. Some of them are not completely burnt.
I just find it amusing. We might not even need to have made Augustus.
And I'll make over this long rest we're about to take. I will make a new vessel in preparations to go pick up all the barrels, the scepter, and
Yeah.
Hey
just
Bill,
out of just because I'm curious. The scepter I have isn't a rod of resurrection. If I tap it on, it's not gonna bring him back, right?
It's
Bill?
funny you say that.
Hmm?
You tap it on it, and it feels different having been in contact with the Chongli. It feels different.
Ms. Zombie, I will kick your
Yeah,
ass.
I will say it doesn't feel like it'll do anything good if you use it on Huron, but it feels like it would do something if you used it on Huron.
Is there another body in the basement?
There are plenty of bodies everywhere at the moment.
I will come to your house with a baseball bat.
Poke one of the bodies and shablooey.
Yep, and you cast Animate Dead.
Ooh.
Oh, good. You have something to pull the cart now. It's a corpse cart.
Yep.
Well,
you can now
this is gonna be
cast.
quite a talk to.
Yes, you can now cast Animate Dead once a day.
You know what? I'm glad I managed to bury the hatchet with Rin a little bit. I think we understand the shit. I look to the wall.
Cast at 3rd level, right?
At the normal level, it is, yes.
And you only create one, or do you create two?
Yes, you create one, and you can reassert your control over 3.
Gotcha.
With the 3rd level.
So I'll make a. Zombies are stronger, right?
Zombies are stronger. Skeletons are more dexterous.
And they have ranged attacks.
Oh,
Yeah,
They
they
can all
spawn.
have ranged attacks. It's just skeletons that can actually land ranged
They
attacks.
they spawn with the bows.
So I'll raise
Yeah,
the zombie while holding the staff and go, oh.
You just turn to the left and you see a little halfling face looking at you with the Excalibur face,
just pressing your face against the window, looking at me in the dark.
I was gonna say that when Huron keeps telling Vayna to go to bed, she's gonna pick him up in his little halfling form, his little emaciated halfling form. Like, you're the one that needs to go to bed. You're going to kill the halfling.
he'll be fine. I just gotta get some actual rations into him.
And I could just imagine, like, she's holding up Huron in the body and saying this to him, and then he just looks over Vayna's shoulder and sees Rin standing there with a zombie, just hits him with the shark tail look.
The fucking raised dead animation from Skyrim swirling and lifting the corpse.
Oh, that one wasn't a very good one.
Oh shit! Rin found the zombie stick.
You'll also see very clearly Rin is Jesus Christ.
Just hit him with that.
Rin is looking a little conflicted outside.
I promise to not judge him as harshly, Vayna. I don't know.
Vayna, I have to imagine, has not turned around yet.
No.
Vayna, if you don't want to burst whatever blood vessels you have left, don't look behind you.
She's just gonna... Her brow's gonna furrow. Purse her lips.
You found a magical item. You found a magical item.
She closes her eyes and just slowly turns, looks over her shoulder.
Sees him going all fairly fair godmother. Bippity boppity boo.
You're playing the Minecraft zombie noise in Vixera, is that what I just heard?
Yes.
Oh my god. Did you hijack Vixera? Fiends.
It left a while ago.
Oh, of course.
Oh no, there it is. It's still going.
No,
Vayna's gonna gently set down Holfred.
Yep.
And then you hear a knock at the door.
Oh.
Freak. Hey, so found a thing.
I noticed.
Rin,
We have a guard. Congratulations. We don't have to keep walking. I close the door behind me with the zombie outside.
I'm going to kindly request you keep that away from my body.
Of course.
Yeah. And about this time, Fadeaway and Slade just sort of
Does this require I'm require attunement?
yeah, this is an attunement item. Yeah. Just sort of
Another
pop in,
attunement.
just like, oh, there you guys are. You guys all safe?
The zombie outside as they come up.
Also, a little halfling with ether horns. Kinda sitting
Vena's
on a covered body.
seeing Fadeaway. Vena's gonna run up. Uh, for better or worse, we're still functioning. Are you and Slade all right?
Yeah, all the just looks at the one zombie that Ren has now. Those ran past us. The building kind of collapsed around us. We didn't get hurt, but took a bit for us to dig ourselves out. And you see they're just like covered in char and just ash.
He's gonna start like patting it off of him. Okay, well that's good. If you were hurt, I would have just had to use my healing kit. They kind of used all of my magic. But if you're all right, then that's good. We need to regroup and figure out what we're going to do from here. So, since this building's actually structurally sound compared to the rest, and again, looking at all the holes in the floor, that's not saying a whole lot, but it's better than just being outside. So, we're just gonna gather ourselves here for now. And don't worry much about that one, I suppose. She shoots an eyebrow raise at Rin. He seems to have done that with some magic thing he found.
It's
So,
the rod we found from that tomb a while back. It's finally done something.
okay. Well, please.
It had a reaction when I poked it Huron's body with it, and I wanted to see if it's like, it's golden, holy, maybe, and then it made a zombie. So maybe it's an imperfect resurrection, but
Well,
I
once.
I point at him point at my eyes, point back at his. Like I'm watching you.
Please, once we're done here and it serves its time as watching outside for us, can you release it? I don't want to drag a corpse away from all of this. These people have had enough shit happen to them recently.
I don't think it's souls touching it. I think it's just meat.
That is in fact true. It's not exactly a soul. It's just literal corpse that's powered by magic.
I know it's just a corpse.
Just like Fractal.
But we don't really have to pilot one of the villagers' dead bodies out into the world to get vaporized by something else.
I don't have to, but it could take shots for us.
All right,
We
fine.
can talk about it in the morning. Rin will take out his little perfume bottle and spritz one of the beds to try and mask the stank
Must.
and lie down.
Musty.
It's not that smell. It mostly just smells like charcoal. Is basically what it smells
It's
like.
good as good for your skin.
True. Or so some people say. So are you guys taking a long rest then?
Yes.
Okay. Are any of you
No.
taking watch?
Slade can. I'm not.
I feel I'm physically impossible to take a watch. I have 3 exhaustion in this body.
Reyna will take a first watch at least. We
Okay.
do have the zombie to basically kill for intruders, I guess.
Yeah, it's sitting in front of the door. Like, it won't open without moving him.
Is there a chair in the building?
Several, probably.
I guess Vane is just gonna pull up a chair, sit like right here in the middle-ish of the room. These curtain things are still here, right? Yeah.
Some of them are burnt down, but some of them are still there.
Okay, if anyone wants their privacy, I guess pick one that still has the curtains. Other than that, I'm going to cut them down so they don't serve as, well,
Rin will keep it all wrapped around him like a princess bed.
I guess Vena will go and cut down most of the ones that aren't in use or not capable of really covering anything, so that they're not obstructing view of the room, in case something does happen in here. And then she'll just pull up a chair and take first watch on the rest.
Okie doke, make me a perception check. Then I'll just do one for Anana. Okie doke, I'll do one for Anana. Oh boy. I'm gonna get off private. And for these two.
Oh, you added the spell for me. Thank you.
Yeah. There's also a different way you could do. As you can see, there's pact magic that we could switch all your stuff to. I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to do that or not, but
Nah, I like seeing spell that by level.
yeah.
And it marks off the spell when I use it anyway.
Yeah.
I just gotta remember how to set that innate.
Yeah, it's in
Right. Oh, I see.
preparation. Yeah.
One of one.
I hate how I can't remove Shield of Faith from myself for some reason.
Are you in effects?
Yeah.
You can't just disable effect.
How?
Just there's an X next to like the. Here.
Oh, in the sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ignore this. I'm just burning the uses to make sure it recharges right.
I had to enable it and then disable it because, anyways, I thought it was already disabled.
But yeah, none of you guys see anything, and you guys are able to take a long rest quite fruitfully. It seems that things. It's very, very silent. There are probably not even a mouse or anything that you guys see, given what this town was.
Do you feed Holfred?
I'll toss a ration out to him. Feed the halfling, Huron. I'm also kind of curious how it feels to be
Well,
possessing and eating. Curiosity should motivate you.
well, the teeth are different. Ah!
Better or worse?
Worse.
Interesting.
I have Matt. I point at the moose head. You see those chompers?
Yeah.
Those can bite through a man's arm. These ones cannot.
I hate that for you.
A lot more incisors though. Those are very weird.
Rin is putting his sleeping mask on over his head. It's really interesting. He's slowly lowering it. He has switched to like a full 90 somehow.
I think we're going to need to do some hunting on our trip back. Isn't the trip back like
A week.
2 days or a week?
Oh,
Did we
It's
take our long rest yet?
yeah, you can take your long rest has been taken.
I don't. I asked Holfred, do you have any sleeping supplies nearby? Was that taken from you?
I stayed at the inn. I did not have any sleeping supplies now.
Well, shit. I guess I'll just sit there near Euron's body.
I mean, there are perfectly good beds over there. Says Alfred. You could just
Fine. I'll walk toward the musty charcoal in bed.
there we go. Don't worry, you only need to use half of it.
That must suck.
So, the way I'm understanding this item now, I can have one skeleton or zombie.
Basically, since you can't, because you can
I
only
can't
cast.
again to recontrol.
Damn, Slade 2? How are you now? Actually useful?
Gasp.
Slade? It talks more than Slade 2? God dang.
What is it? I'm doing something. Oh yeah.
You had a mute mince?
I will go ahead after we wake up and the new signet ring appears. I slide it on and group up all my stuff. Grab it with a rope and like lean back and pull Huron's body and all the stuff that exploded out, minus the staff this time, the scepter, and put it all in my ring again.
Okay, no.
Before I go, I'll say, Huron, any parting words?
Servi and Pachi, Fettuccine Alfredo.
All right.
Yep. And before you put it into the ring, Anana will
Yeah.
do gentle repose on its
How long does
ritual.
that last again?
That I believe it's 10 days.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 10 days.
Enrin will resort his room for a minute before coming back out, pushing everything back to its corners and such.
Mm-hmm.
Dana's gonna hand a ration to Faduin so he could eat too.
Yeah. Thank you, Vanna.
Of course. We need to get back to town. And then she's gonna turn to where Huron's body was. Where to go?
Oh, I went ahead and I point to the ring.
Oh, okay. Suppose I don't have to pull it.
I mean, it'd be a long walk, Vanna. You'd be exhausted. Dragging a cart full of a Huron for a day or for a week. You'd probably get there faster just leaving it in here.
I wasn't complaining.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't think about it. So, I suppose Alfred's a little better now. Oh well.
I am now only two times exhausted.
Does that mean that you're capable of traveling?
He has half speed, I believe.
That's from 3.
No, that's 3. I have.
No, it's not.
Alright.
No, it's disadvantage on ability checks, speed halved, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So
I'll need. I'm
thought that
still
was-
feeling very winded. I'll need someone to carry me.
Well,
Looks at-
they're small enough.
Bashes eyes at Rin.
Hey, Nana, I've got a job that I think Huron wants.
Hang on. No. Wait.
Muscly orc woman walking up to him.
yep, Fadewood is like, I'll do it. I carry.
I'll jump into Faywin's arms away from Inanna's tight grippers. Nope.
Yep.
Imagine lightning is arcing over her muscles, and she's like, "Okay."
Yep.
I leap into Faywin's arms.
Yeah, I am here to carry Vanna's burdens.
Whoa.
You're not here to carry burdens. You're here to
Okay.
learn.
Sorry, I was.
I'm sorry for being such a burden on you. Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that, Vanna. Sorry.
Oh.
I don't know. Something just came
It's
over me when I said
fine.
that.
Also, in order to keep it from being weird, Phaedon, that's Huron inside of a halfling's body.
Ah,
How you doing, buddy?
hello.
Strange things took place, and we're going to try to get them fixed at the guild once
Don't
we
worry.
get back.
Don't worry, I'll return the favor as soon as I'm back in my body. And a pat him on the cheek.
You mean just carry me around?
Yes.
Okay.
Onward, trusty steed. Yeah!
Okay then. You'll still start walking. Still unaware of how to react to Huron just saying he'll carry him around when he's again.
Look,
So you put the horns on the halfling for the picture for the funny. Does he actually have those?
Oh no, he has horns.
yeah, he has.
So they like apparated onto the
They
halfling.
are they are two ethereal horns.
Yes.
Two moose to be contained by a simple halfling.
Okay, they're
I
ethereal.
told him he was too tight.
Shout out
Okay.
to Huron's soul for
That
being
that
just
is
that much
the
of a moose.
distinction. That's the distinction I needed.
Yeah.
Were they material or were they ethereal?
Ethereal. You're not actually.
Ethereal horn.
I don't have a charge attack right now.
Yeah, no, they're not there. They're just it's like a ghost. Like they're sort of there, they're sort of not.
It's like gelatin. It's ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
I
you
got
feel something when you touch them, but your hand just goes right through them.
All right. In that case, she's just gonna, my brother in Christ. Vanny's just gonna put her hands on her hips. Huron, why do you have to mess with him?
See, I'd rather be one of the tricky, jokey undead than the vengeful haunting ones. I blink at her innocently. What? I haven't gotten undone to be a small, rambunctious creature in years. Like 30 years.
Probably from when you were a child.
Exactly. I'm like 35?
I thought you were 20 something.
I don't remember.
I thought you were 24.
It's already the ghost madness! Well, now it's established I'm 34. There.
Okay.
New lore?
Amazing.
New lore.
That actually fucks.
Well, fuck you! No. Whatever fits your narrative, Bill. I've already fucked up enough.
What do you
want?
mean?
I'm 7,243.
Oh yeah.
See, you don't matter. You're fucking in.
Mhm.
Your age,
Uh-huh.
your specific age does not matter.
Mhm.
Actually, no, your age does matter. Never mind. Fuck you. You can't just
Yeah.
go changing your age on me.
Then what is Huron's age? I can't get. You took away his sheet, dude. I can't look.
It wasn't even on his sheet.
Get fucked.
Well, that's your fault. You took it away from me. Just like
He's
And
8
again,
years
that
old.
one was a copy.
Give him
it-
orc aging. It'll piss him off.
No, it was 24.
okay, yeah. See, I knew it. I was testing you.
Make him age like an orc. It'll piss him off.
Shush. He ages like a Musatar.
They're Hybrian.
Yeah, but so yes, so are
Yep.
are you
Just-
heading to Kendra
Kendra.
immediately or going
Okay.
back to Tel Scythe because that's where you have to finish the job?
We can ask if they can do it till Scythe if you don't mind.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely go there and ask
Alex
first.
is the one that's a week away, or is that Kendra that's a week away?
Kendra's a week away. Tel Scythe is a day.
And I think it's on our way.
It is on the way anyway. Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah,
travel to
Matt-
the tiny town and check in there. If for nothing else, but to get some civilized place to sleep. And at best,
Bill.
hopefully they have a healer.
Just
Mhm.
promise me, if we don't use Augustus, just keep him as an NPC.
Oh,
It's
I
on
have
there.
I have a little archive thing. Don't worry. I was
Yeah.
But don't worry about that. Yeah, I was just gonna delete them randomly. Um, we spent all this time doing rushing around before the session because we're both terrible at time management.
And we might not even use them. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'll put them with the rest of my roster in test game.
Yeah. So, I
Manually rebuild him.
yeah, I need you guys. I need one of you guys to make me a perception. One of you guys, just as you're going to tell
Actually,
site.
I'm
What was
actually
that
if I
second one? You said
What?
perception and one of you guys to make
Survival.
both of those suck for me. Anana,
And I can only make one. I can make the other, but
which one are you proficient in, Shane?
neither.
You're doing perception. She's doing survival. So I decree.
Okay.
How noble of him.
Exactly.
Which version do you think you're on saying?
Okay, 1 second. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay. Vanna, you do not see anything, and Anana is able to get you back to Tulsith pretty quickly. And
Road, take me. I'm just singing into Fadewind right now. Just take me, oh, country road.
Yeah.
To the place.
Paydwin, if he starts weighing too much or he gets too annoying, you can hand him off to me.
No, he's fine. He does barely weighs anything, and
Oh,
it's
Fadewind. Yeah, you know exactly what to say to butter me up.
and he's yeah, it's
Huron,
not. It's
stop
nice.
tormenting Fadewood for some reason.
Never.
It's
I
nice
find
to
it a
have a
little
little
funny.
hiking music, you know.
I'm sure.
You are
Here,
just
we'll join in the cacophony. Slade, you remember how to do that monk singing, right? We'll join in together.
Yes,
Mongolian throat singing.
I might be a
Time for
bit
some-
rusty though.
Well, I'm sure we can just warm up loudly. And I look at Huron. We having a little sing song? I'm just fucking with you.
Bum, bum,
We don't
bum,
even
bum.
know throat singing.
You might not.
I do.
You know throat singing, Slade? How do I not know this about you?
You
Well,
don't know a lot about me, young sire.
You don't talk to him at all. You don't talk to him in weeks.
I thought your voice box was removed.
Mm-hmm. He coughs and here we go. He goes and does do a little bit of throat singing. I can't do it myself. Yep.
Item Vexera.
That's what I was pulling up.
A bunch of dumbasses like walking the town.
So a
Yep.
monster almost comes up to attack us and he hears this sound and he's just like, fuck no.
Yep.
No, they're crazy. I don't
Yep.
listen to
It is a good skill to learn down in the depths of the underground. It travels quite well.
Well, I can at least understand that. A lot of dwarf language is similar in that regard.
Exactly.
Don't make me think of Mongolian dwarf throat yodeling.
A lot of the dwarven language actually did come from
Yodeling, so
Terran at some point, long ago.
I wasn't taught a whole lot about the history. My father didn't need that necessary to do my duties. So
Slade will just like raise an eyebrow. I thought history was incredibly important to the dwarves.
my father's not a dwarf. My father told the cave
Me too.
to
All right, we're both losing it here in this fucking
Yeah,
Mongolian
yeah, I
singing
know.
this moment.
No, I just
We're just, we're just in the
cast it aside
background.
in my brain so that I can keep talking without just shaking my head.
But you're
But,
stronger than I.
Banished once more. Yes, my father convinced the king that, granted to my age when I started training, it'd probably be best for me to just leave aside some of that stuff. I wasn't really there when he convinced him. I don't know what he said, but I'm not really that intelligent anyway, so it didn't matter a whole lot to me that I didn't have more things to study.
Rin will actively pause and turn and look at Vena with this aghast look on his face.
What?
Nothing. I'm minding my business.
I think he's surprised. I don't think he knows what self-deprecation is.
No, I'm just. Maybe they do things differently here. I'm not hating on yours.
I just slowly turn to look at him now. You don't say.
My brothers learned, or well, had to go to history classes, but
He turns back now twice as aghast.
I was more focused on learning the arts of combat and paladin duties rather than the more regal stuff. Is that the right word?
Combat Barbie.
What?
Don't worry about it. I look at the I look at the fourth wall.
Rin, is something wrong?
Nothing. Just
Rin, you're lying.
I am, but I'm trying to be polite about it.
I
This
would
is
rather you say it so I know why you're giving me such a look.
Why did your father not? Slade, I'm gonna need your help. How do I put this?
Is this one of those firstborn, secondborn responsibility things? Because I have I have like 7 brothers.
Oh, are you the oldest or the youngest, or in between? You know.
I'm the oldest.
I
Oh.
twitch.
I was my father's and my mother's first child, and I have 2 brothers.
And your father made a concerted effort to remove you from education.
I'm not really.
Because you don't have a dingling.
What?
Is there a gender-specific bias in your culture that I'm unaware of?
I don't.
Slade perks up. As far as I'm aware, dwarves are pretty equal on that term.
They both both genders
I
have beards,
don't
don't you know?
know about gender-specific roles or anything like that, but I'm not really suited for the things that nobles typically do with learning information and politics.
Did your father just not love you? I mean, I'm sorry it's a little bit forward, but why else would he just?
You know what? I'm
But
glad we can at least. I'm glad we can at least take her mind off my death.
I'm sorry.
With
I don't know how.
incredibly insensitive comments coming from Marin, I'm almost proud.
It's
This
like
is like
hearing
a
that you hobbled your child for shits and giggles in a hunter-gatherer tribe. Just
To be fair, Judao is more of the historian than you are.
yes, but is there more that I am not aware of?
When he says hobble for shits and giggles, Huron looks away.
Pardon? Did I stumble upon 2 backstories? 3 if you mention
Well,
what Slade just said?
You
well, If I remember correctly, Bill, if I remember correctly, I am the middle child.
I believe so, and you have four
Because
siblings.
I
far as I'm aware.
I think the joke was it's all done the lakes in Canada,
It's the Great Lakes.
the Great Lakes. There we go, not Canada, Chris. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm the middle child out of the how many?
There's
5 total.
there's 5 total. You are
yeah.
the exact middle.
I'm the exact middle. Well, less the parents, more we beat the absolute shit out of each other. We are all Musatars, some different. Like my eldest brother is an Orca Triton man.
Oh,
You
we're
think
gonna unpack that later. We're gonna unpack that later.
Yeah. Bigger than an orc.
You know, you can give an insight check from something that you said.
Yes, I would absolutely love to. With my astounding wisdom, it'll totally work out.
I'm establishing lore, Bill. Remember, Orca man.
Yep.
Oh.
Do I have inspiration?
I think everyone should have inspiration.
I
I think
have meta inspiration. I would love.
all of
I wouldn't know. I'm dead.
all of you should have inspiration from last session. I forgot if I gave it to you guys.
Well, remember, I had to leave early, so I don't know.
Meta or regular?
Regular. All of you guys should have a regular inspiration.
I will check that now. I will use
Speaking
my.
of, how late are we gonna go? It is 10:30.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah, it is 10:30. We did start pretty late.
I was gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that real quick. Or roll advantage.
We can get up and ask about the resurrection, and then I kind of want to hop off then.
Okie doke.
Seems like a good drop off point.
I'm getting blue balls here.
Good.
Ew!
What?
Can I roll? Can I spend my inspiration?
Yes, you can. Yes.
I needed a verbal yes. Oh.
Oh my god!
What a closing remark.
As you're saying that, when we're walking, Vena just shakes her head.
He walked off. He walked off. He's gone.
He has his headphones on. Okay, that was hilarious. Double zero. She'll just shake her head. I just wasn't suited for that kind of stuff. My father tried to include me, and I wasn't very good at it. So him and the king agreed that while I wasn't really good on that part, I was devoted and had strength. So they trained me to be a paladin of the crown. I mean, it's not that complex.
I've never seen a tomboy noble.
But you're the first born.
What's a tomboy?
I'll
We'll
explain
cover it a bit later. But you are the firstborn. Bryn fully stops walking forward to turn in the dress. You're the firstborn of your family. You bear the name and reputation of your family for the next generation.
Bryn suddenly wearing a wife beater.
To impede your progress and abilities in any way should be very. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Slade. My international affairs homework is a little rusty, but now it should be a bit taboo, a bit odd at the very least.
As far as I'm aware from the Empire of Gira, that is very odd, though if they're their own noble house, they might have different rules. I'm certainly not the dwarven way to do it.
You are Dwarven, right? Vena? Connor?
Just compacts Vena into a smaller box.
Slade just stares at Rin.
I can't see her sheet to look at her. Connor doesn't remember.
No, she is a human, but she's from a dwarven.
Okay.
We're a human house that is loyal to the Dwarven King of Krieg-Gira. But we're mostly pureblood human through the bloodline.
Must be head and shoulders above the competition.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll throw myself off a building.
Not when you're in Faduin's grasp.
Or in the halfling's body. I'm sure he'd protest.
He's stuck in my subconscious talking to the moose spirit.
The what? Anyway,
No.
Don't worry about it.
we got a lot of things to talk about on the rest of this trip. A
Well,
lot of things.
Oh, look, the guild building.
we'll have about 6 days once we get through Tal Varash.
Mhm.
Or Tal Scythe, not Varash.
Yeah,
Where the fuck did I
wrong
get
game,
Varash?
wrong game, wrong game, wrong
Yeah.
game.
What is Tal Varash from?
My
Yours?
game. Yeah, that was the Care Bear thing.
When we get
Ah.
to Talia al Ghul.
The Care Bears.
My bad.
Remember,
Oh,
never
God.
forget me.
I knew it had Tal in it, and my brain just auto-corrected.
Fair enough. We are in
Or
energy games,
auto-filled
and it's still Monday, so.
Hence why I was trying to get the lead out. That we'll pick up there. We got a lot to
Get
talk
the
about.
information, then we'll end.
Yeah, as you head to the guild building, you do remember is up here. Ping. You do. I will leave you off with this. You do see someone standing in front of it. A fairly attractive woman. A very young half elf run over to now Holfred, actually, but Halfred, my child, and she goes and hugs, takes him off Faduin and starts hugging him.
Oh shit! Help!
And that's where we'll
Police!
leave it.
Please help!
It's
Help me!
nothing. This is his own damn fault.
Help!